morning, everybody. How y'all doing?
Great.
Thank you all very much for coming. Listen, let's give a big hand to Big Daddy, who has been spreading. Randall Big Daddy Webster and his band, Red Hot Java, have been spreading his ministry of blues for over 20 years. They've released 5 CDs. They've toured overseas 55 times in 28 countries. And he's a great example. He and his band are a great example of the incredible musical talent that's right here in the Tallahassee area, which really brings us why we're here today. This morning we're officially announcing the performance schedule for a new initiative called Tallahassee Music Week. Tallahassee Music Week is a 10-day celebration of music diversity and the capital city's rich musical talent. For April 3rd, April 12th, you might go to a coffee shop on a Tuesday morning and see a solo cellist. During the work week, you can bring your lunch to a downtown park and hear some of Tallahassee's most popular bands. An internationally renowned jazz legend will be performing at Ruby Diamond. And in the evenings, you might take your family to a grocery store for shopping and come across a string quartet playing right there in the front. Music will be everywhere. All styles performed by talented artists of all ages, all across Tallahassee. The purpose of Tallahassee Music Week is to promote the rich musical talent within our own community, increase public appreciation for all music of all forms, and showcase Tallahassee's arts and culture to strengthen the local economy, all while listening to some great local music. Our kickoff will be April 3rd, Friday, April 3rd at Railroad Square, where we'll have a dozen musicians performing throughout the art park. We'll continue over the next several days in various locations throughout Tallahassee, in grocery stores, community centers, restaurants, nightclubs, bus terminals, and coffee shops. On April 11th and 12th, we pass the baton to the Word of South Festival, which marks our grand finale. To provide some details on our musicians and on the schedule, please welcome Carla DeLoach.
As mentioned, I'm Carla DeLoach, and I've worked with many of the venues and the over 100 plus musicians who have a desire to perform at the Tallahassee Music Week. We have placed almost all of the musicians, but not all of them, and we're just about to launch the whole lineup of artists. I've worked with wonderful group of volunteers who come from over here, from placing the artists and venues, Jackie Cordy, Hal Shows, Liz Bania. There's a good group who worked very hard to put all this together, which is an amazing feat. As Rick mentioned, we have the kickoff at April 3rd, Friday night at Railroad Square with over 12 performances. It's going to be a really exciting evening. Some of the usual venues that we have placed artists or artists are representing Tallahassee Music Week include Railroad Square kickoff, the FSU Club Down Under, the Moon, B Sharps, Ruby Diamond, and even Cascades Park, just to name a few. In addition to that, we've got numerous unexpected venues that will have artists, such as Publix on Thomasville Road, to Innovation Park, where the food trucks will be during lunch most every day. Downtown Governors Club, you might see a trumpet player on the balcony, or you might hear a band at the CK Steel Bus Plaza. Market Square Pavilion in Killearn, all the way to the Vaughn Community Center or Nephi Terrace. Tallahassee Nurseries has several performances, as well as the Tallahassee Democrat parking lot is going to have a fabulous FAMU Jazz Ensemble performance right there in front of the Tallahassee Democrat on Tuesday afternoon, the 7th at 4:30, just in case you're here. We've also got performances at Early's Kitchen, Red Eye at Midtown, and several others, so it's going to be a fascinating week. We've got artists performing on behalf of Tallahassee Music Week, such as Del Suggs or Hal Shows, Sarah Mack, Grant Peoples, the Tallahassee Boys Choir, the Tallahassee Youth Orchestra, and also, as I mentioned, the FAMU Jazz Ensemble and Longino Parsons. And then additional artists, such as the Capitol Bells, which is a 16-member handbell choir, which are not yet famous, but some of these may be. Tallahassee Threshold Choirs performing at Whole Foods with soothing music to comfort you as you're shopping in the orange section. Frank and Friends, you might know Frank, playing acoustic guitar, also at Publix, or the Sale Bluegrass Band at the CK Steel Bus Plaza. There'll be a fabulous band, the Hub Chasin Band, performing at the Market Square Pavilion one evening, Thursday, at about 8. A Latin Wind Quartet, a lot of diversity as well, or perhaps an 11-year-old violinist, virtuoso, playing in the center of Governor Square Mall. So there will be something everywhere. I know you have the information, but the website is tlhmusicweek.com, TallahasseeMusicWeek.com, which you should check back often because we will be changing or adding events regularly. And finally, let me introduce Kyle Phelps of Capital City Bank. He is the treasurer of Tallahassee Music Week, and he will recognize the partners and sponsors.
Good morning. As Carla said, I'm Kyle Phelps. I'm the treasurer of Tallahassee Music Week, and we are incredibly thankful for the support and generosity of our sponsors. And given this is our first year, we are especially grateful that these organizations place their trust in this team. So I'd like to take a minute and recognize these sponsors. I want to start out with our gold level sponsors. They are the Knight Foundation Fund at the Community Foundation, which provided significant financial support for this new initiative. We have the Tallahassee Democrat is playing an essential role in informing the public about Tallahassee Music Week. CenturyLink has generously contributed significant airtime for our TV ad. Now our silver sponsors, they also provided incredible support, and we're grateful to them. We have Capital City Bank, Salter Mitchell, Heidi Otway, I believe is present. You are present, wave your hand.
I'm right here.
Oh, there you are. We thank you for your support. NAI Talcor, Hartsfield Construction, and we have our bronze level sponsors. We have Levings and Associates, Low Flying Planes, and Harvest Printing. Now, we also want to give an opportunity for one of our gold level sponsors to say a few words. While the Knight Foundation is not able to be here with us today, Joy Watkins, who's president and CEO of the Community Foundation, is present. So let's give her a warm welcome.
Well, let me just say congratulations and thank you for the vision of KCCI, Betsy Couch, the Rick Miner, and the Catalyst class for bringing this to Tallahassee. It's so exciting, and I'm really looking forward personally to participating in the week's activity. The Community Foundation does help Knight Foundation and other people and organizations with their charitable giving, and we're pleased to be able to connect Knight Foundation with work that you all are doing here, and really look forward to the inaugural week. Thank you.
Thank you, Joy. All right, now our partners have been equally important to us, lending their valuable time and expertise to ensure the Tallahassee Music Week is a success. Now, as you're going to see as I go through this has been a community-wide effort. So let me start out by recognizing the Foundation for Leon County Schools. Sheila Costigan is here with us, the Executive Director. They have served as our fiscal sponsors, so they've taken a lot of the administrative headache away from us, and as treasurer, thank you again. The Knight Creative Communities Institute organized a Catalyst team and provided the means that created Tallahassee Music Week. Betsy Couch is with us. Betsy, thank you. The Council on Culture and Arts, COCA, has been with us every step of the way, serving as a liaison between musicians and providing expert advice on how to make Tallahassee Music Week successful. They also provided us this great space, so let's give them a hand. We have Audra Pittman, Erica Thayer, and Amanda Thompson present. Union Productions, Joe Louder has provided incredible expertise on musical booking and venues, and I believe he's also performing. His band is performing. So he's been doing a lot, so go see Flip Flop Boys. I feel like I need to pause for a second, take a breath. Okay? About a quarter of the way through, don't worry. Word of South Festival. With the Word of South Festival on April 11th and 12th, Mark Mustin and Mandy Sauer are partnering with us in the cross promotion of both events. And I'd like to recognize Mandy Sauer, who's with us today. Mandy, there you are. Mandy, thank you very much. Opening nights, performing arts, Chris Hecox and Ashley Kearns. Chris has scheduled opening nights events for Tallahassee Music Week, and we're grateful for their support. The City of Tallahassee, City of Tallahassie's Commission, Parks and Recreation Department, Star Metro, and City of Tallahassee's Your Own Utilities have each contributed their time and energy. Evolution Media Inc., CB Lorch. Where are you, CB? CB and his government. They produced a first-class television ad that is airing right now, so if you haven't seen it, check it out. Also on our website. Thank you again, CB. Kate Associates Advertising, Rick Shapley and Scott Lindeman are doing a terrific job on our advertising. Square Art Park, where we're doing our initial kickoff. FSU College of Music, we have Heather Mayo here with us. Thank you for your support. Tallahassee Downtown Improvement Authority. I feel like you guys are everywhere. Jay Revel is here, so we give Jay a hand. Scott Carswell Productions. Scott has been a supporter since day one. We appreciate the support. Tallahassee Symphony Orchestra. Once again, Mandy Sauer, Executive Director of TSO, generously offered valuable pieces of advice during our early stages of TMW, so thank you, Mandy. And so thanks again for all our partners. It's been an incredible effort. As you can see, there's a ton of effort and work that's been put into this, and we just want to make sure we give you the special shout out. Thank you.
Thank you, Kyle. Last but not least, we'd like to thank the Tallahassee Music Week team. This is a great group of people that's worked very hard for over a year, planning and implementing the events, which will start April 3rd. So it's really a pleasure to work with all of you, and I'm looking forward to the next few weeks. And before, I know everyone's waiting for Randall Big Daddy Webster to play another song, so I don't want to take too much time between then and now, but are there any questions from our media folks?
What kind of reaction did you get from somebody like Colleen Nixon when you said, hey, you want to play in a law firm parking lot?
I think that was something she requested.
She said, cool, are you kidding? Do you have electricity? I said, we can get electricity.
Okay. Well, no, seriously, what
She's so
about
excited.
the Whole Foods, Publix? I mean, they were down with this from the get-go?
We suggested a couple of different performances, would this be okay, would this be okay? And they're saying, more.
You know, Mark, our first meeting with representatives from the local musician community was 5 or 6 months ago, right here in this very room. And I didn't actually know how it was going to go because we don't have a large budget. Our stipends are a token amount, much less than what our musicians deserve, but we wanted to offer something. And basically we came to that meeting that Del Suggs and Grant Peoples and Joe Lauder had organized, and basically we pitched the idea to our local musicians. And I didn't really know how it was going to go. I was surprised pleasantly when everyone was on board. I don't think I heard one negative comment. They understood the small stipend that we're offering, and they liked the idea of Tallahassee Music Week expanding the number of venues that they can play in. And they liked the idea of us encouraging the public to go out there and explore different types of music that maybe they haven't heard in a while. Most of us, including myself, we all tend to keep the radio dial on a certain spot, and we don't really move it around very often. Tallahassee Music Week is an opportunity for us to kind of reach out of our box and start exploring for different types of music that really can enrich your life, and that's a big part of what we're all about.
I can speak on behalf of some of the musicians and tell you we were very pleased to see what you did with Low Flying Planes, and so we decided to become a sponsor of the event as well. So we appreciate you all putting this together.
Yeah, thank you, Scott. And by that, Scott Johnson from Low Flying Planes. I think you, Mark, and I'm sure you know Mark, but
Yeah,
just
we email each
Yeah,
other
we're-
from time to time.
Email correspondence.
any other questions?
How many submissions did you have? How many applications?
We had over 100 musicians, representatives of musical acts contact us. We put a call out for musicians through our website, through COCA. COCA was terrific every step of the way. They've been with us every step of the way. And our other musicians kind of spread the word out there. And we had more than 100 musicians representing musical acts, bands, and soloists that contacted us wanting to participate. Any other questions? We'll be available afterwards if you want to do any one-on-ones. But in the meantime, let's have Randy Big Daddy Webster kick it off. Thank you all very much.